Villa Mosconi Bertani is located in the basin of Novare, an area considered to be a great interest for the presence of natural water sources. Here, over the centuries, in fact, several mansions were built, in particular 16th-century buildings that were merged into a single architectural complex 2 centuries later, according to the wishes of Count Giacomo Fattori. Afterwards, the estate became property of the Counts Mosconi, who gradually expanded the construction of the villa, continued the intense agricultural activity, and the production of fine wines. Now, the villa has an 18th-century look, reflecting the desire of the Fattori family to give an aristocratic style to the building, with the construction of the side wings that hide the view of cellars and cottages, in this way separating the area dedicated to leisure activities from those related to agricultural works. On the right stands the bell tower of the chapel dedicated to Saint Gaetano. The main building is a majestic example of neoclassical architecture. The facade is decorated with half Tuscanino columns on the ground floor and with Ionic columns on the second floor. In the gable above, there is an emblem of Trezza, the family that bought the villa in the second half of the 19th century. The whole villa is crowned by a series of statues representing mythological gods. The central door opens up into the magnificent Hall of the Muses. It is the heart of Villa Mosconi Bertani, reaching as high as the roof, with a painted wooden balustrade dividing it into 2 horizontal sections. In the second half of the 18th century, during the Mosconi period, a literary salon was held here, which helped the reputation of the estate to grow as it was patronized by illustrious politicians and soldiers, but above all by important writers, poets, and clerics. In the lower part of the hall, there are statues painted in false alcoves representing the arts, architecture, sculpture, painting, geometry, astronomy, and music. They were allegories that could inspire the learned discussions. At the top of the room, there are 2 other figures, Abundance and Justice. But the most important fresco decorates the ceiling. At the center, sitting among flowers, there is Flora. Further down, standing in pairs, there are the seasons, spring and summer in light bright colors, while autumn and winter are to the left, painted on dark clouds. In the background there is also Apollo, on his typical chariot with the sun. The composition ends with Zephyr and winged cherubs that come out from an oval balustrade, creating an amazing trompe-l'oeil effect. In the back of the palace there is a park of 8 hectares. The Mosconi wanted this in the style of English Romanticism. They also built a pond fed by natural springs overlooked by the coffee house in Nordic-inspired architecture. This was used in the past as a place to spend time with guests or for small private concerts. As well as the park, there are also vineyards within the perimeter walls, complementing this amazing ensemble. Villa Mosconi Bertani, with its characteristic features, is an harmonious example of nature and architecture, within which the wisdom of working the land is combined with aristocratic culture. An impressive place for the visitor to discover as one of the treasures of this territory.